Welcome to all-in-one hosting tutorial with Sevalla. As you know, I've been testing Sevalla for a while. I did a crash course, but on this tutorial I want to go a little bit deeper and show you how to deploy your SaaS using Docker this time. This is just the first part of the tutorial because on the second one I will show you how to migrate your database and storage from Supabase to Sevalla and also adding cron jobs. And in case you want to try Sevalla, it's still giving you $50 credit free, so you can try it now. So this is Sevalla dashboard, and for this tutorial we're gonna be using my project Be Underwater. As you know, Be Underwater is like Booking but for scuba diving, so it's quite solid project. It has reservation, listing, bookings, everything here, and you know I'm not using Hello World tutorial, so this is going to be a solid project for the tutorial. Regarding to create your Docker image, you need to go first to your GitHub and create a token. So for that you need to go to your settings, you need to click on developer settings, and then you need to click on personal access token and tokens classic. They will ask you for the password, and then you need to generate a new token. So you can write down the name you want. So for this tutorial we'll write it Be Underwater tutorial. Then you need to add the expiration for this token. Just, I don't know, set 90 days or few months, but eventually you need to change it to make it safe. And then you need to click the scope that you need for this token. So you need to click on this repo, write permission and write permissions. That is very important, that you can use this token later. And also I will click this delete repo and this other write permission just in case, because some other tokens just give me some problems. So then you just need to click on generate token, and here we go. We have the token. Just now you need to copy because you will not see this token later on. Okay, so just keep it, and in case you lose it, you need to create a new token because you won't see this again, as GitHub is saying here to you. Now, in case you haven't installed Docker yet on your project, you can install it here. You can check Docker docs to do it. It's quite easy. And also I installed Docker desktop because you can check here all your image, so it's quite visible, quite nice to be honest. So I like it to use it, but you don't have to. And then regarding to use Docker, you just need to get your Docker file, Docker Compose YAML, and you need to also your Docker ignore. If you just install Docker on your project, it will be super easy and automatically will set on your project. We were doing that on the VPS tutorial. In here we will go a little bit forward and we will just step ahead and create the Docker image, okay? But if you have any questions, you just can go a little bit deeper on that. So for the Docker file, I've been using the one that I was using up by VPS, and I did it with AI, so you just can do the same, or if you need it, I will send my one, and you just need to copy and paste. For the Docker Compose, I make a little change from the VPS, because Sevalla is using different port. So Sevalla is using the port 8080. So you have your option, just change it here, the port, otherwise it's not gonna work. This happened to me. And the second option is just you need to change the default settings that Sevalla has. But for me, it's just quite easy to change it here, as I don't want to change anything like preset from Sevalla, just in case. And the next thing that you have to go is just open your terminal, and you just need to paste this command over here. So this command over here, we will use the token that we generate, and we just use this one to log in our Docker. So I will use also my GitHub user and my password, and you just click enter, and here I think that it's not asking my password because I already has login. But if you log in for the first time, it will ask you for the password. Just write it down, and yeah, login source this, you need to see that one here. And the next command that you will use will be this one. So with this command, docker build, we just building basically the image. So in here I use this name as default. This also is like better explained on the VPS tutorial. It's very important that you use your GitHub user, and then for the name of this image, no problem, because you can assign a different tag later. But I will use project X as this one is like my Be Underwater project, but the one I'm using for the tutorial, so it's called project X. And then you need to push your image to GitHub. So it's what we're doing with this other command, okay? So this will take a little bit everything, and as soon as you have it ready, we will check it out on GitHub. So here is ready, as you see, and also that's why I told you about Docker Desktop. If you have Docker Desktop, you can come here and you can check it out that your image is here on your Docker Desktop, and you can check the size and you can have all this information, so it's not like somewhere on the cloud, so it's quite nicer for that. And then on GitHub you can go to your package, and on package you will see your image as well. So just click on package, and here we go, you see here project X, and this is your image. Then this has been pushed a minute ago, and here you have your information in case you need to pull your image. Now we need to do something very important on Sevalla regarding to use our Docker image. So you need to click, in my case Eliana's company, in your case I don't know what name you give it to that, and you click here on Sevalla, and you need to click on registry credential. Okay, so in here we are going to create a new credential to use our Docker image. So for that we need to assign a name. So in my case I will just write down the underwater tutorial for this, and registry, so I will click on GitHub container registry, and username is your username from GitHub, and in here you need to use your personal access token again. Okay, so the one that we've been creating for the Docker image on GitHub, you just need to paste it here. You need to click on create, and that's all. And then in here on your register credential, in case you mess up and you make a mistake, you just need to delete it and create it again. Now we're going to add our application, so add service application, and for this tutorial we will use our Docker image as I said. So here on Docker image you just need to paste your Docker image name, and then you will need to link it to the credential that we just created. Okay, of course your name, for I will write the underwater tutorial, and for resources I will use the $10 month plan because it's the first one that you can use your own domain, as I say on the other Sevalla tutorial. And you just need to click on create and deploy, or just create and after deploy. I will click on create and deploy, and I'm quite impressed, to be honest, because to deploy this Docker image, which is very big one, is just super fast. It's just doing this in like few seconds. And yeah, as I say, I'm quite impressed because it's quite big and usually it takes a long time. So Docker image is ready in just 27 seconds. So as I say, I'm quite impressed. It's super easy, super fast. And now we need to check it out that this is working. So I will just check it here. You just click here on visit app, and here we go. this is working perfectly here, so it's good, it's amazing. So now I want to quickly show you about the registry credential that we create. So for example, here at the beginning I was failing my Docker image, and was just because I didn't create this credential with the token. So just you can see it here, and it was quite easy to fix it. And the best way to fix this kind of problem is just check it out the Sevalla docs, because they are great. So whatever happened, just go on the search bar and check your problem, and here for example I check out the registry credential, and yeah, here you have everything that you need. So here you have the button to redeploy your app, and also you can go here on the logs and check it out if you have any problem when you deploy your app. Okay, I hope you like this tutorial, and if you have any questions or comments, just drop it below. And if you feel this was very hard for you, just check it out the other Sevalla crash course, where just we link our GitHub and we just deploy in one click, so it was quite more simple. And if you want to know more about Indie Hacker Life or check it out some other tutorials like this one, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.